What is up, guys? It's me, the AOE Double X Prince, here to give you my review of Thor: The Dark World. Yes, continuing Phase 2, and this one, I remembered, I did have the same problems everybody else did. Like, I believed that this movie wasn't that great, and then, rewatching it, I was like, wow, why did I not like this movie? It was like really good, like it's really enjoyable. And then we get to the final act, and I'm like, oh, that's why we didn't like this fucking movie. So let's just start off from the bat. First of all, we have some shitty ass villains. Malekith, like his goal is to get the red stone. I forget what it's called. The soul. I think it's the soul stone or something. Give me a second. But yeah, basically he is give me a second. I'm gonna have to pause this video just so I can get my facts right. My apologies. Okay, my bad. So apparently it's called the ether. Yeah, I was doing some research. Basically, it's like this big, like pouring blood or something. And it's really weird. Basically, if people touch it, you explode. Like Natalie Portman has it for most of it. But yeah, Malekith is the freaking the Malekith as the villain is just like really dull because we don't really know what his plan is. He's just trying to like conquer the world, I guess. Like, because it makes no fucking sense. They should have just. The biggest problem with this movie is that it all culminates on Earth. Like, why didn't they just keep it in Asgard and something like why did like if Malekith just wanted to take over Asgard, it would have made sense because it's like all of these realms fighting each other, so that would have been good. But instead, what we do is we basically go to Earth just because, I guess, and that really does suck. It really did take a huge like that's one of the biggest issues with this movie. But let's talk about some of the good. But while we are on Asgard and shit, this is actually a pretty dope movie, like to say the least. Like, I enjoyed learning about Asgard. Heimdall's great still. Odin is great. Loki, after the freaking the Avengers, he basically is now a prisoner, but his mom still sees him as his mom still sees him as his son. So she's like always having sympathy for him, making her death scene even more tragic when the freaking leprechaun, whatever the fuck these things are, attack and kill her. So that was just good. That was just good storytelling, and that funeral scene was probably one of the more underrated scenes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Just that funeral scene alone, of her being in a boat, they burn her body, and then she turns into stars. Because there's always theories about people who die that turn into stars, and that was just well done and well executed. I also like Sif. I didn't talk about her a lot in the first Avengers. I mean, the first Thor movie. But yeah, Sif was great. Also, I enjoyed like the rest of the crew just as much in this movie. They were really cool. I really enjoyed them, and I like how like when Thor and Loki team up, they all threaten Loki like if you turn on him, I'll kill you. If you turn on him, I'll kill you. If you turn on him, and then Loki's like, "What? You're gonna kill me?" Let me guess. I've never heard that one before. Like, yeah, Loki was the charm of this whole movie. Even when his mother died, like him just getting angry, and then you have Thor talking to Loki like, "Stop playing games. This is not you. Show me the real you." And then you see it all turn down. Like, basically everything is like smashed and destroyed, and he's just like completely devastated because his mother died. So it just showed, and the whole him and Thor and Loki teaming up worked well because it made sense of two guys who hated each other. Teaming up because they both have one goal, and that is to kill Malekith for killing their mom, and as well as taking over the Earth. Well, Thor, that's his main goal. But yeah, the really thing that really just sucked about this movie were the human characters. Like, thank God they got rid of Kat Dennings. Like, she is awful in this movie, and then she has like this boyfriend who's like her intern, but not really her intern. He's just some schmuck. Frandal, I think it was called. But yeah, these two were just horrible. No, not Frandal. Uh, Ian, or yeah, I think it was Ian. Yeah, this guy. Like, see, this is how like dull these characters are. They fucking kill the movie. They're basically They're basically the what's it called, the mom from Jurassic World. We all have our mixed feelings about Jurassic World, but really it was like those side characters that killed the movie, and that this is them. Like, I hated these fucking characters. If they killed them off, I guarantee you that theater I was at, people would be excited, like, yeah, fuck those guys. And they fucked up Selvig really bad. Stellan Skarsgård, like, he's supposed to be like a crazy dude, like, yeah, but how can you not be a crazy dude and just run around the streets naked? Like, that was just really dumb. I get that he's comfortable when he's naked, but like in the fucking street, like, come on, dude. And I remember after seeing that like sad funeral scene, they cut to him at a retirement home, with Stan Lee having a cameo there. Like, that's the only thing people are really gonna remember out of this. But yeah, it was just like really dull, the human characters. Like, just keep it on Asgard and you have a kick-ass movie. I didn't mention Natalie Portman because she actually brings some charm to the movie. A lot of people hate Natalie Portman. I hate the chemistry between Thor and Natalie Portman, but in reality, it's not that bad. The problem is that we have all these other human characters that we really don't like, which drags Natalie Portman down to it. And it sucks that Natalie Portman had to go, but it's what it is. You could say that, I don't know, Natalie Portman does not have good chemistry with anybody on screen. Like, Austin Kutcher and not Friends with Benefits, but like that other similar movie where her and Austin Kutcher just have sex. She did not have chemistry with Austin Kutcher whatsoever. She did not have chemistry whatsoever with Hayden Christensen in the prequels, and she definitely ain't got no chemistry with Thor. So I don't know. The only real love I see Natalie Portman with was V in V for Vendetta. Other than that, she ain't really done that much like to impress me with relationships. And it just really bugs me because a lot of people have fantasies of dating Natalie Portman, and like, damn, like, you really want this chick be with you? Like, damn, that sucks. Like, thankfully she's not like that in real life, I'm guessing. But one of my favorite scenes was Sif looking at Natalie Portman like, ugh, like, that was just funny. But yeah, overall, like, this movie just it had its moments. It had potential of being a good movie. It just failed. And they even switched the director to Alan Taylor, which was a rookie mistake, who has done some of the shittiest movies in the history of today. Like, he did, and a lot of people were praising, like, yes, we are not getting the other director. But trust me, that director was far better than this guy. Fucking making Terminator Genesis, like, foolish shit, like, god damn. I don't know, y'all have some low ass expectations if you guys think that was a better choice, but yeah, it was just, I don't know. In one hand, you have some cool moments, some awesome moments, but then there's times where it looks like a dumbass wrote this shit. So, I don't know. It's definitely one of the weaker ones, but and it sucked because, at this point, Disney took full control of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, not full control, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they started being more recognized for being owned by the MCU. But it was just, like, wow, really? These guys own the MCU now? Like, I was, like, scared for the upcoming movies. Like, it really did suck. But overall, yeah, like, again, that scene with, everything in Asgard was awesome. Everything else sucked. Like, it balances out in a way. And it's cool seeing the ether and shit. And And it was cool to see the Infinity Story, and it definitely does play off, showing what the Guardians of the Galaxy are set to be when they go and meet the Collector. Like we can't have two Infinity Stones together. It's a little too dangerous, and it made sense. It really did make a lot of sense. Um, so that was great. And then the Collector, Benicio del Toro's like one down, five to go. So his plan is to collect all of them. So that was great. And then we have this stupid ass end credit scene of Thor meeting Jane and they making out. They're making out. So yay, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of mixed bag in this movie. But overall, just don't watch it. It's really pointless. Other than the Infinity Storm, you could just say like honestly, you're lucky. Just watch the end credits and everything. Actually, if Loki wasn't in this movie, I don't know what I would give this movie. It would probably even be worse of the worst. But yeah, yeah, it's me, the ALE Double X Prince. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Coming up next is the Winter Soldier. Yes, some positivity. And until then, I'm out.